Hi guys, so today I've come to this Yamaha showroom to do a complete review of the new FZ25. So let's go. So guys, it's time to go for a ride with this machine. So let's go. Sounds nice. The engine feels pretty smooth, pretty refined. And talking about the seating position, it's a bit aggressive if you compare it to the Duke. You have to lean a bit forward as the handlebars are a bit low, so you need to lean a bit front, so it's not a upright position as you sit in the Duke or any other bike. And talking about the foot pegs, it's a bit forward, it's not too aggressive. The mirrors give a very good visibility, it's quite big. Maneuvering through the traffic is pretty easy as the forks are quite light. And this bike just weighs around 148 kg, so you just don't really feel the weight at all. And talking about the clutch is pretty soft, pretty nice. Just with one finger, as you can see, I'm able to press it. It's nice, and even the gear shift is pretty precise, very soft. And there's absolutely no sound coming from the engine. The engine feels very refined, and at low speeds there's no much of vibration as such from the engine, but I feel a little bit of buzz on my foot pegs. Now let's see how this accelerates. As you saw, it was a very linear acceleration. The torque is very even to all the rev range. And talking about the specs, this is a 20 bhp motor with 20 Nm of torque, and I feel it's got a very good torque throughout the rev range. Acceleration is very nice, and even if you are at triple speeds, there's absolutely no vibration. The bike feels firm, planted. So again, let's do an acceleration test, and I'll also check the brakes. Well, the brakes are nice, but not up to the mark, you know. It lacks the bite. Though it has the initial bite, but after that it just goes forward. It doesn't have that sharp bite, what you call. I feel the brake should have been a bit better. The seats are pretty comfortable. There's no problem with that. It's pretty broad, and I'm 5'10", so as you can see my legs are nicely tucked to the tank. And also talking about this tank, it's a 14 liters tank, the best in its segment. It's pretty nice sculpted. And talking about the suspension, it's a bit stiff. You will feel the bump with this. It is pretty stiff. Now let's check out how it feels out here. Yes, it is stiff. Though it is 16 kilos heavier than the FCS, the suspension still feels stiff. You will feel every bump. Also, I'm not able to feel any kind of heat coming to my legs, so the heat management is nice, although it's just a air and oil cooled engine. The throttle response is pretty good. It's instant, gives a very good feedback. And talking about the instrument cluster, it's pretty nice, small, compact, visible even at daylight. It's got the real-time average fuel consumption, but it misses out the gear shift indicator. Let's see how it accelerates in an uphill. Even at an uphill, the acceleration is pretty nice. There is no lag whatsoever. The throttle response is nice. The gear shifts very smoothly. The clutch is soft. This can be a very good city bike for your daily commute as well as for your weekend occasional touring. But the only concern is that you need to lean forward a bit. It's not upright. So for your long rides, your back will definitely get a hit. So let me stop somewhere and I'll give you my final thoughts regarding this bike. So guys, talking about the ride quality of this, the ride quality is pretty nice. It's pretty decent. And at the front here, you can find the LED headlamps, which is all-time running because of the BS4. And talking about the tires, it does a pretty decent job for your daily commute and for your touring, but if you want more grip, then you can upgrade. And talking about the brakes, I'm a bit disappointed with the brakes because it lacks the bite, so there is a bit of a issue. But I think if you change the brake pads, aftermarket brake pads, then that should solve the problem. And talking about the tank is very well sculpted. It's about 14 liters, so for your daily commute and for occasional touring, it's more than sufficient. And as you can see, there's no headlight switch, it's always on. And talking about the seat is pretty nice, but it's a bit hard, but you've got a wide seat, so if you want to go on a long touring, then you can always modify. But it is broad enough for both the rider and the pillion. You'll be comfortable. And talking about the sound of this bike, the sound is very nice. I'm going to show you once again. The sound is pretty sweet. The sound is pretty nice. And you will also get a LED tail light as well. And this is something similar to the new RTR 200. And talking about the sprocket, it's the same sprocket what you get with the Duke 250 now, with 46 teeth. So I would recommend this bike for guys who are looking for daily commute as well as occasional weekend touring. So that's it from me guys. Thanks for watching this video. If you like it, then please do subscribe, like and share the video. Bharat Mata ki jai. Thank you. Bye bye.